Most people think motorcycling isn't for them. Too dangerous, too expensive, too intimidating. I want to challenge that. These are the top reasons that I think motorcycling is for everyone. Number one is mental health and the sense of freedom. I started riding during COVID when my mental health was struggling. I wanted to have a goal that was purely for myself, not my career, not college, not obligation, not family, just something I wanted. And that's really important. It helped me have something to work towards. The getting my endorsement gave me kind of a sense of purpose, something to look forward to. I was able to clear my head, and then I was able to learn how to explore more, and that was really important. Sometimes the most healing thing you can do for your mental health is doing something for no reason other than joy. Number two is it's more accessible than you think. You can start with an MSF or Team Oregon class like I did. It's around $200 for a full weekend. They provide a bike. You can borrow a helmet if you don't have one. And you don't really need much gear. You don't need thousands of dollars up front. You can just see if you like it, how you feel to get on a bike. Eventually you'll need, some of the starter gear stuff like a helmet, a jacket, gloves, and boots. But a lot of that stuff can be found pretty affordably or even used. And used motorcycles are everywhere. Your first bike doesn't need to be expensive. It doesn't have to be brand new. The key message here is for $200, and before you really commit to anything, you could see if motorcycling is something that you'll enjoy. Number three is the community. There's lots of different communities for every type of rider. There's sport bikes, cruisers, ADVs, long distance, lots of local clubs in every city. And if there's not a community for you, and it doesn't exist yet, you can just build your own. You can find people who ride like you want to ride. The beauty of riding is that if you ride, you're in. It's one of the more accepting communities once you're in it. You don't have to fit any kind of stereotype to belong on a motorcycle. Number four is it actually can be better for the environment. Most people drive alone in 5-passenger vehicles. Motorcycles make more sense for solo commuting. All of the bikes I've owned have gotten well over 50 miles a gallon, some close to 75. I usually spend less than $10 at a pump. There's less road wear, smaller manufacturing footprint, there's hybrid and electric motorcycles that are merging now. And honestly, for me, having an electric car and a motorcycle is the best of both worlds. I'll talk more about that in a different video. The key message is it's not just fun, it's actually a smart way to get around for a lot of trips, including your commute. And it makes commuting more fun, more bearable, at least for me. Number five is safety. Yes, it's dangerous, but so is driving a car. A lot of motorcycle accidents involve alcohol, no helmets, improper gear, things that are choices. Obviously, you have to be, super aware, have your head on a swivel, and be aware of all the cars around you. But a lot of the choices you make can impact how safe it is. There's lots of technology catching up. There's motorcycle airbags, motorcycle rider aids, traction control, lots of different things. And the more visible and mainstream motorcycling becomes, the more car drivers will be aware. The one thing I've noticed is since I started riding and telling the people around me, everybody has been more aware of motorcyclists when they're driving. My single motorcycle experience has impacted my parents, family, friends, and not all of them want to ride, but all of them are aware when they see motorcycles and they tell me about how they noticed motorcycles and they gave them space or, different kinds of situations where it's positive and people are looking out for more motorcycles just because I started riding. So yes, it's dangerous, but it's also really fun and it can be safer than you might think as long as you make good choices. I never drink when I touch a motorcycle and I wear my gear all the time and I'm trying to invest in proper gear. And yes, that can be expensive, but there's a lot of things that you can do to make it safer. So yes, I think motorcycling is for everyone. It's not just for a certain type of person. It's for anyone who wants freedom, community, mental clarity, and a more intentional way to move throughout the world. You can experience your senses in a different way that you can't experience in a car. You can smell your environment. You can hear more noises. And honestly, I find myself loving how much visibility I have on a motorcycle. When I first put my helmet on, I thought, oh, this is kind of weird. But as I was using it more and driving more on my bike, I realized, wow, I feel like I'm really in my environment and I can see everything. There's no car pillar, there's no dashboard, you know. It's so much nicer to be able to be in the world. I'm a much more confident driver while I'm on a motorcycle than when I'm in a car. If you're curious about what it's like, you should take the class. I highly recommend it. It's just one weekend, and I think you'll have a lot of fun. And if you have any more questions about writing or just first steps, feel free to comment, and I'll be glad to answer some of the questions that you guys might have. This is First Gen Writer. Thanks again for watching.